Good day everyone, good day Miss Donna. I'm Faith Foss and today I will present my program by using two algorithms which is the quick sort and the bubble sort. So today, this is my program. So this is the header file that we're gonna use for the other programs, and then this is the global variable that we are needed because this time I didn't use classes for a while. So this is the gotoxi for the positioning that I needed for some reason. And then let's start it first in main. So main function. So this is some of the variable that we needed. I declared. So this is the array that for, for the for the input now. This is the array why I use malloc to store the big size of number that user will gonna put. So first, just a title and input number of elements, same input num, and then if the user will the user have to put 500 above. Minimum is 500 and the maximum is 10,000. And then the first set that we have to show is half of it. Example, I input 500 and then it show out like 1 to 250 and the half of it is randomized. So this is the first for loop for the first set, like 1 to 250. It's a sorted na. And then this is the second set for the first set for the randomized. So for the random, I use srun times 0. So for loop again, and then half num, because the input num I divided by 2, so I store it in half num. And then here at the part of random numbers, I need sort, I run and then open and close parentheses, and the 100% of the user input, which is the input num, and then I store it in sort, and then this will my array half num minus 1 was the sort. This is the first array that we're gonna use. So we have 3 arrays that I store it in one array, which is the ARR. This one, this is different to the another ARR that I store it. And you can see here at global variable, this is the array, like I store it all of the array that I use for the 3 sets that we have to show. So proceed to the next set. By the way, this is the display, my array input sorted number 1. So after I explain the first set and the second set for loop, I want to show the bubble sort. This is the function of bubble sort outside of the main function. So we have int bubble sort. So the swaps, we have to declare swaps as 0. And then this is the for loop, the process of bubble sort. For loop for I and for loop for j. And for the swapping and also for the count of swap, we need swaps to count the swap every time that the process is continuing. And then return swap. Then after this bubble sort, we need to display. So that's why we have in the main function like display. array and count the parameter inside of it. So this is the display. I have int, array, count, and string label. String label that I put inside of the parameter, the function. You can see that we have like set up 3, if I'm not mistaken, that sorted number 1, sorry. And then this the title of it. And then the in total swaps, bubble sort, array, and count. So we have to get the count number. So we call the total swap this is the we will be store the count number here at total swap, but we need to call the bubble sort and the parameter of it, the array and the count, to call the swap. Then for loop to print the whole sorted list. So after the process of bubble sort, we need to print it. So we're gonna use also a for loop again, but this time we have to declare the count. Count is stored as our input num, and then array the process of it from the bubble sort, and then the swap. So we store the swap as a total swap, so number of swap and bubble sort and total swap. Next is quick sort. So for this time, we don't need to print the output of quick sort because I decided to use only bubble sort for displaying. But we have also a swap to show the count of number of swaps using quick sort to compare the both of the between of them, how much or how large of number are difference between the two. So quick sort, we have here array, inflow and high to implement the low number and high number inside of the array, inside of the input number. So this is the process. We have while. This is the short process of quick sort because in some codes that I research or I understand is we have 3 functions. We have swap, partition, and quick sort. To be more clear, to clarify the whole progress of quick sort method. So, but this time I actually tried this to have a new experience. So we have if, loop, and while. I use while also, and if again for the swapping, and this will be the quick function if I use the other method. And then also we have counter. Counter will be our as swapping count like that. So counter. Then display 2 will represent for the quick sort. Just like I showed earlier from the bubble sort. So we have array, count as well, and then quick sort to print out the quick sort from the quick sort. But this time we don't need to display the whole output of the quick sort because I use bubble sort first. But we're gonna use quick sort to display the count number of swapping. So we have quick sort and then the counter, which is the swap. And then we have here if this will be the part that comparing the two. So after the swapping or the swap count, we use if else to show which algorithm is the best. If quick sort or bubble sort. So it depends on the output or the output number of the swap count of it. And then let's continue. For the setup 1, 2, and 3, they are different. So let's continue to setup 2. In setup 2, we need to show or we need to display the unsorted list before the sorted list. So this is the unsorted list part. So we stored again the array 2 for the setup 2, and then we use also for loop for the unsorted list to have a unsorted list up to 500. I expected that. And the I minus 1 goes to sort because we use sort to store the random numbers. And then likewise display and display 2 to show the swap count between the two. And then the third one, we have the unsorted list again. Later I will show the output of my program after I explain my code and my program. And then we need to half of it, the input num, to 2 because we're gonna show the half of it. The half is will be the descending and the second half is ascending. So we're gonna store again for the setup 3 in array 3. And the new input is the input. And the for loop, this will be the descending part. So input num and then a half num. And for the descending we're gonna use like this one. And then count COT and the array 3, I'm gonna store it in the array 3. And then for the ascending, just likewise, but it was complicated at first, but I figured out. And then this is the for loop for the ascending part. And then display again array 3 and array 3. So that's it, the whole program that I present and I created. So we're gonna proceed to our output. So first we're gonna input 500. Let's see what will happen. There's a lot of numbers over. So this is the first setup. For the input set 1, we have first set. The first set will be the sorted list. So the second set is random numbers, which is we don't know what number is. And then for the sorted one, by using the bubble sort for displaying the whole sorted output. So we can see that there's a lot of numbers that they have the same number because from the random number. So this is the number of swaps. The bubble swaps, we have 29,791. Actually, I don't know the exactly for the swaps, but this is what display from the method that I use. So the quick sort, you have 375 for the swap because it's half. The half is ascending. It's already ascending, so it's already sorted. And the half of it is just we need to swap or we need to sort it again. So the best algorithm that we use is quick sort because quick sort has only 375 swaps. So in the setup number 2, we have the random numbers. So it's already have to show up to 500. There's a lot. So this is the sorted already. from our previous unsorted list. So the number of swap became bigger. Bubble swap 66,500 and the quick sort is 741. That I don't know what I expect, but yeah, this the output from my method. So best algorithm is the quick sort again. And then setup number 3, excuse me, I'm so sorry. Unsorted lists, we have the two of half of it. The first one is descending, which is 500 to 251, and then the second half is ascending, which is 1 to 250. Yeah. And then for the sorted is this will be the output, you can see, and then the number of swap. Bubble sort, we got 31,125, and the quick sort is 1,204. Okay, that's. And then let's try for the 10,000 because we need to try 10,000 if it's work. Okay, 10,000. 10,000. There's a lot of numbers. Let's see what will happen. There's a lot. At first, I got experience a problem on an error because there's a lot of numbers. Okay, for the setup number 1, same procedure, but we need to see the swap count. There's a lot. Okay. The bubble sort has a big amount of swaps than the quick sort. So the quick sort just have only 7,499. And then the bubble. So the best algorithm for the setup number 1 is the quick sort. So for the setup number 2, maybe quick sort again, because quick sort is one of the best and bubble sort is one of the worst algorithm. Okay, sorted 2. Sorry, I have to scroll down. Okay, the best algorithm for setup 2 is quick sort again because it's only have 14,877 compared to the bubble sort. There's a lot. And for the setup 3, we have okay. Oh, oops. Quick sort because it has only 24,876 compared to bubble sort. There's a lot swapping. So that's it. So that's all about my program about using the sorting algorithm between the bubble sort and also the quick sort. I hope thank you for listening and watching to my presentation today, and that's it. Keep safe, everyone. Thank you.